So we're just driving down this really old back road, and Crispy, she saw these things up on the hill in the woods, and she's like, oh, they're wooden wheels. And I was like, what? There ain't no wooden wheels up there. And we turned around, and sure as shit, she finds these old ass wooden wheels out on the side of the road. We were driving on that road down there. And these are some old, like, carts or buggy. It's kind of like farmland where we're driving through, so they're probably, you know, part of the farm machinery. These things are crazy. Look at the spokes. Oh, that's pretty strong. Still strong. I bet I couldn't break it. Can't break it. How is it that strong? That's crazy.
They picked a good tree wood.
And they're all over the place. There's more of them over here. We're like in the woods too, like so far. Wow, there's more over here. There's a metal one.
Look at that one back there.
Yeah, all metal. We should make our way over there. This is crazy, guys. And the weird part is they're wooden wheels, but it's all in metal. Like, they had steel when they made these. This one's a wooden wheel with a steel outside to it. It's just, I know, I want to try to make my way over in there. I'm going to pause for a minute, hold on. Little mini, it's a little mini wheel in the ground. Alright, we're trying to make our way out of here. It is cold, like that wind is just blasting us in the face right now. Look at all the hardware too.
Sorry, it's crunchy out.
This must be like a old wagon graveyard or something. Look at this one. Yeah, look at this one. Sorry. Wow. Somebody was in my comments the other day, and we were chatting back and forth about old farm equipment. And the person in the chat or the comments said they had like a machine or, you know, a gadget like this for every little job they did on the farm. This is weird. I know, what's up with the little claws? Must have tilled the ground, you know?
To eat with.
No, it went into the ground to tear it up, to till it. And look, it's like a bicycle almost. All the gears.
This must be your speed gadget.
Or your brake, maybe.
Yeah, maybe your brake.
Yeah, probably your brake. Look, it's still got the lever on it. If we walk this way, we can get back without going through the woods.
Okay. Oops, excuse me.
Okay, guys. Alright. I'm back in Royalston, Massachusetts. It's a little town with big damage. And it must have had some really intricate system here, because the stuff I'm finding here is kind of crazy. So I want to take another look, see if I can find some new stuff here. But I want to show you guys this. Hold on, I gotta walk over here. One, we got some old pipe. Besides that thing, it's huge. Right here, You got a little bit of survival getting sucked up into the tree. The tree is eating the bricks, guys. This tree is huge. Well, it used to be. Looks like it died off. But it was a big tree. And it was eating the bricks. Where did the bricks come from? Because I thought this was a stone wall. Hold on, here, I see something over here. I'm gonna go over here, hold on. Alright. Get over here. Look at this brick right here. What happened to that thing? Huh. Where did all these bricks come from? Alright, hold on. My feet are tangled up in the wall. No, not the wall, but the shrubbery and the branches. Look at these bricks. Starting to gray, you know, turn gray. Wonder how many bricks that tree ate. What happened here? Right behind me too. This place is... Something definitely happened. It's like, you can't deny that. Something really bad happened here. How did all this stuff get broken? The wind. Frozen into the ground. Bricks everywhere though, of course. Right on the river. This is the Miller's River. Miller's River runs through a bunch of towns around, little towns in Massachusetts. And yeah, it's a pretty big system. And a lot of the towns, when you go there, look at that thing. They have, you know, similar hydro power build-outs on the river, like on the canal. I think these things had multiple purposes, you know, and probably different civilizations probably, you know, built off of the old stuff and changed it up a little bit. But seeing the destruction is, I mean, I don't know how people don't put, you know, two and two together and realize we're literally walking on a crime scene. Literally walking on a crime scene. Yeah, there's a wall here. There's a street and another wall there. And there's a big hill and another wall up there. I mean, who is building these things? With horse and carriage? Even if this place, you know, these places were built with horse and carriage, even if that was true, there's no way these places would be this damaged. Just in that amount of time, you know? A couple hundred years, 150, 200 years, there's no way these places would be obliterated, pulverized, if that was true. This place is just completely, it looks like literally somebody dropped a bomb here. I mean, it looks like a war zone. Really, this place looks like a war zone. And this is like a lock system or something, like a canal system. It's crazy. On the other side of the river, you can even see the build out over there. So there was, you know, big, massive systems in these little towns that people just drive by now and nobody sees anything anymore. And even if they see it, they don't think about it like, is any of this even possible? Like, how is it possible that a place like this on the river in the 1800s, we're using bricks and concrete and massive steel that doesn't even rust? The thing that's weird too is like everything's destroyed completely, like pulverized, but the steel doesn't even rust. You could take this steel, shine it up, and still use it, but everything else is completely damaged and completely, like I said, looks like a bomb went off in this place. This was a big reason why I came here today, is this spot right here. Now, we always find that there's always brick survival around the steel. Now, this wall right here has these big steel rods that go throughout the whole thing. I don't know what the purpose was, but everything else looks like this. Like completely, I don't know, this stuff is just, like I said, it looks like a war zone. But you got spots like this where you got the steel rod sticking out throughout the whole wall or whatever this was, and it survived. It survived. So to me, it's like some sort of plasma electrical cataclysmic event, and certain areas survive because of certain things. Like we find archway doors, survival, windows, survival, pipes, survival. You see brick survival around pipes, and then things like this that have big steel, steel in it, and you get big, sorry guys, big patches of survival. This wall right here is, I don't even know how to explain it. You even got some over here, right here. It's big, huge, tall, steel, not even rusted, just patina. So everything else looks like this, but the steel you could still use. There's not even a question in my mind why people strip the steel out, where you go places and people take all the metal, because this is a lot better metal than what we use. this door or a window, I don't know. All along the wall. Let me get it. Okay, it's brick. This is a brick wall. I would have people argue with me all day long saying it's a cement, but it's not cement. This is a brick wall. That's a brick. That is a brick. Because this is a brick wall. Just something happened that this is one of the aftermath effects of whatever happened. Whatever cataclysmic event happened, this is an after effect. This used to be a brick wall. This whole thing. And it looks like concrete. And that's another one that it's hard to explain to people, that certain bricks in certain areas had different signatures, you know? So they're gonna say this is 1800, probably in the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s maybe. And it's this damaged and this messed up. All right, guys, hold on. I gotta get out of this spot. It's like what? Blocks, megalithic blocks. So what they do? Come in and patch it up. Just came in and patched it up, threw a couple bricks in there. Had to get that little brick chip. Oh, look at this over here. Yeah, okay, here we go. So is this just a patch job right here? No, it's not. It's just remains, remnants, aftermath, survival. Something happened to this that changed it. Like some electric surge, plasma event. We call it meltology. But in this area, it's more like a transformation rather than melt. Like certain places melted, and there's no denying. And you go to look at some, you know, Saudi Arabia or Petra, all them places, and there's no doubt you can see that it's a melted down city. I think that same event happened here, but it was more of a, I don't know, the way it changed things here, it didn't melt it down, it transformed it. We still use the same structures. I always wonder, like, it's still structurally sound. Some places, yeah, how did they even get You know, how are they even able to still use the places? You can tell that, you know, look like something happened to it, but they are still structurally sound. So I think they get rid of the ones that aren't. Look at all these. Where did all these come from? They just melted in there. Look at this one. I don't know what happened to that one. So to me, it looks like this place was completely destroyed. I don't know if it was intentional or if it was just natural, but there's no doubt that this place is destroyed. And just look at it. It's massive. We have to get in here like this time of year. Oops, sorry. Because it's all grown out. In the summertime, you can't even see it. I think that's the way they like it. Eventually, you know, nature takes over. Yep, eventually nature takes over. How'd those get in there? I mean, you think they're gonna build a bridge like that on purpose? No, something happened to that. Something happened to that. I'm going to try to go a little bit longer, but my fingertips are starting to get a little chilly. Look at the beam. What happened to the rest of the beam? You know that? You see the brick survival around the beam. But what happened to the rest of the beam? Like, where'd it go? And you just get the whatever they couldn't get out of the wall and the brick survival around it. What happened there? I think somebody came and just stuck bricks around the beam. Or it's just a byproduct of cataclysmic damage. That's what I think. You know, it boils down to it. Why? You know, why would you try to quarry out a bunch of rocks and stones and all that if you had bricks? You know, it'd be like you building a castle with your Legos, and instead of using your Legos, you go outside and use pebbles. That's like. Why would anybody ever do that? Not logical. You're not gonna. Oh, look at this. Even got a tree growing out of it. Look at, here's the roots of the tree. What's going on right here? Nobody's gonna use crappy rocks if they have bricks. You know how easy it is to build with bricks versus stone? Look at this place, man. Look at it, it's crazy. It's crazy, guys. This place is crazy. Look at this wall right here. Oh, it's like a channel lock system. Nobody would ever build with a brick like that. And it's too funny, this little tree growing right out of it. Alright, let's go this way a little bit. Look at the destruction. This is just destruction, guys. Oh, it's just old. It's just old. Just old. Don't even think about it. It's just old. It's been down there my whole life. It's just old. What's going on right here? Those wheels we found earlier are pretty cool too. It's like an old buggy graveyard. See if I can find anything over here. Let's get down by the water and see if we can find anything here. Sorry, guys. What are those doing there? I mean, why would there be bricks right here on this big, massive rock wall? Here's the river. Floaters. Floater. Just floating there. No reason at all. Yes, some sort of pipe coming through here. You know what's weird too? A lot of places that come like this, but you're just walking on bricks the whole time. Not too many bricks on the ground here. It's all just big, massive stone. This is the outer wall that runs beside the canal, so sorry about my footing, guys. Never been down here, so trying to make my way to the bridge. Brick. Just patch it up with little brick chunks. End of this ice home. I wonder what that was. I almost thought this was a doorway, but I guess it's not. Okay, I gotta get up right here. Hold on, guys. Let's walk down that wall. I think I'm going to get out of the hole right here, and maybe I'll look across the street a little bit, but not going to go too much longer today. Just this spot alone, as I'm coming back, and you can just see that that's something happened to them bricks. All of these bricks, all these blocks. that used to be bricks. Looks like there used to be a pipe that ran through here or something. I'm gonna climb up out of here. I know it's hard for people to grasp, but it was all bricks. It was all bricks. And yes, the mountains of melted buildings. Alright. Yes, they are. Look at it. It goes all the way down. Just wanted to get over here. Must have been part of the lock. I'll try to get over there. I don't want to fall through the ice, but it seems pretty solid. Maybe not. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Well, I'm gonna come around this way. Part of the lock, part of the system. I'm like walking on a big chunk of that. This used to be a wall, but it's laying down. Yeah, it's part of this. I'm on a big chunk of it. Yeah, it's probably part of this wall. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thrown right on top of the pipe. This is what I was just walking on. It's like looking at the cross section of it. Looks like all what? Pebbles and pebblecrete. What about this? How'd that thing get in there? Yeah, okay. Must have just stuck that one brick in there. Hey guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. So we stopped in the cemetery. The date on it says 1771 on the front gate. I don't know about 1771. I mean, that's be one of the older cemeteries I've ever found. And this is one of the more unique spots. That's weird. Let's see if I can get in here real quick. $1864. Let's see on here. $1879. Weird putting faces in those wreaths. These ones all got wreaths on them too, but I don't see any faces. Let's see if this one's got any faces on it. No faces on these ones.